My name is Jeremy Bartz. Welcome to Spectrum Entertainment Complex to week 9 of the Monday Night Skills Master Challenge. To my left is
Rob Sloma. How you doing tonight, Jeremy?
Doing great. How are you?
Wonderful.
All right, welcome to the King Master Skills Challenge Finals. King. Mike Eaton Jr. was the winner last week, and we have a newcomer this week with David Northouse. How did you do today, Rob?
I guess I would say Northouse, but each to their own, right?
Well, I sound like Chris Barnes, so I can say it's Northouse. I can say what I want right now.
That's right. We got the Chris Barnes wannabe here.
Mike with a strike in the first ball. Mike actually qualified second today again. So this is like pretty much every week he's bowled. He's been over 900 for his 4 games. So Mike's averaging a good at least 230 plus so far his entire Master Challenge. So he actually loves this stuff.
Yeah, he's bowling good, real good. Has he been out of the top 5 yet?
No, he's been outside the top 3.
I don't think so.
But they are bowling for a Rambo spot at Memorial Day Classic. If you guys know what the Rambo is where you get entry into every single squad. So you bowl up to 9 times, I believe it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of bowling, but it has a different pay structure just for that.
Yes, there is a special pay structure for the Rambo entries where they can get a secondary prize fund, and that's actually pretty damn good as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And the other side is, if you make it in the first round, then you just get brackets the rest of the time and just try to make your money back that way.
Skinny jeans shot there by David. Today's pattern was the Terrible Ted pattern. How about that today, Jeremy?
Well, it wasn't a terrible Dave because David had a low game of 246 today, or 226, but he shot 997 for his 4 games today, so
yeah, he
pretty impressive.
Bowled well.
As a pure dash shot, which I didn't doubt he would.
Yeah, great shot. David's using a Brunswick edge. You know, seemingly it's either a Brunswick edge or it's a PBA skill ball lately that's been making it to the finals here.
Well, that PBA skill 3.02 looks to be pretty good in every pattern so far. So
yeah, I definitely agree on that. It gives the guys a pretty decent look out there.
Mike Jr. is still selling at Mike Parks Pro Shop if anybody's interested. Soft on that one.
Yeah, got a handful there.
And again, we're in the VIP section where you have the big 3 screens on top. This time, instead of watching Monday Night Football, we're watching some old school bowling where they are using pretty much the same type of bowling balls we're using right now.
Yeah, urethane, rubber, hardly no oil. Mike Eaton Jr. sitting 24 in the second. So
how would you compare the scoring pace of this week compared to last week based on the change, the meaning of the testy tag compared to the simple 40 last week?
Well, it didn't affect a couple guys, and you're looking at the 2 guys basically. It dropped off quite a bit. It seemed like it was a little bit more flat through the head area. And then it just was all about speed in the right hand. Light swisher there by Mike.
Yeah, because last week it took about 960 to make the top 4. This week it was only 871, so the pace was down a little bit.
Yeah, it made shot making a little more premium. Like I said, it was a lot about speed and in the right hand position. You got anything a little bit different, and it definitely showed out there.
Dave goes a little bit wide there.
Yeah, and it's funny too because in the middle of the house this week, it seemed like it was a little more wide open, if you want to call it, but down on the low end there, it definitely played tighter, where premium shot making was a must.
The it seemed like 11, 12 a little bit higher scoring than the other end. So new lane services, but obviously the umpires always play a little different. Dave with the chop. That might have been his first open of the day, actually.
Yeah, actually, I think it was. Yeah, here's another stat. Everyone I've been bowling with, they're usually making it to the finals.
Well, I'll be your partner then.
I need to step up the program, in other words. That looks like a good shot there.
Almost a 7-10, but 777 last second for a 10-pin.
Yeah, the ball read, with David's ball, he's trying to get it to read, again, that mid lane to 3/4 down lane. And when you see the ball start to wiggle, that's where it needs to start picking up for him. He did have a little bit down lane motion to the right if he did have any, I guess you would call it, area.
Dave with a spare in fourth.
Good cover.
So Mike's down 4, but he's working on a strike. So if he strikes here, he'll be up 6.
Yeah, Mike was going in a different area than most people. He was sending it probably about the 3 board out there all day long, and he had really, really good recovery. Keeps the ball slow enough that he's able to still make the corner. If you throw it too fast, it'd just sail on you.
That time he got it outside of 3, and it still came back.
Pretty
tell by his reaction, he's pretty happy it did come back.
Yeah, and that's what I saw. He was able to do that, and when you got that kind of room on what we're shooting out there, you're gonna have a pretty good day.
But like I said last week, he's been working on this game a lot. He's trying to stay a little more upright, get a little more loft on there, so he keeps the heads out of play as much, and then let the ball do the work once he gets past probably about 40 feet down the lane.
Yeah. Last week's to this week's condition too. It was last week we were just above 7 milliliters. This week was 5. I thought it was actually going to be more friction, and it seemed like it did not show that.
That shot right there, he's probably about 4 boards in from lane 6, but it still came back nice and got the wisher-washer for the strike.
Yep. Yeah, he's pretty much in the right, like I said, the right area if you're shooting for area. But he's not trying, but that just says, yeah, he's doing things right.
So we had 18 bowlers today, so it's a nice little turnout again. We want to say best wishes to John Murphy, who unfortunately had a little accident yesterday and his car got destroyed, but he is fine. He wanted to make sure that he let us know right away, say, sorry, I'm a little sore, I can't make it, but I'm still planning on being here in the future, so.
Yeah, best wishes, get well. We hope to see him again. We want to see more bowlers. We saw a couple different ones again today. If we were to get all of them together, we'd have a pretty good field.
So David 6 working on a strike. That right there is what you call a pure shot off the head.
David's work looks like 68 in the 4th, working on a double.
So Mike Jr. is up by 16, working on a double 3-bagger in the 6. And to our viewers at home, we did turn down the music this week, so you should be able to hear us no problem. Mike with another great shot right there.
Yeah, that was real good right there.
Mike knows he wants to bowl. He wants to make his like 18th or 18,000th straight King Hill finals, so he's got to win today to keep it going.
Well, when you're on the wave, you ride it. You keep her going.
The good thing for the other bowlers is Mike is not eligible for that ramble, so whoever finishes second in the standings will get the ramble entry.
Yeah.
Right now, Mike does have a pretty command lead based on how he's done the first 9 weeks.
But either way, it's still good bowling. Ooh, ball labored a little bit, but still carries that 10 pin.
The bounce off the sidewall took out the 10 pin. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than wearing good shots, but that was actually a good shot too. He just got rewarded with it. David's up now in the 7th, but pretty much a must-strike situation right now. Yeah, a little wide and does not carry the 7.
7 pin. Yeah, these single pins actually were actually a little more tough to pick up again today. Anything you throw into the left actually was going downhill, is what we would say as bowlers, and it would actually pick up speed and friction and actually hook to the left more. Shooting to the right, it wasn't around. David went right straight at that on the left side to take that out of play. Good shot.
So David's at 117 in the 6th, working on a spare. Mike is at 114 in the 5th, working on a double. So David's down roughly 33 pins. No, 17 pins, sorry.
Yep. That ball read a little earlier, I thought, but it still carried. And for all the bowling historians, I don't know if you can see it, but you're actually watching a match of Dick Wepper against Nelson Burton Jr. back in their heydays. We say that to be probably, what, mid-60s?
Or earlier.
Yeah, I'm just taking a guess. Mike got a handful there. That was a great shot.
And he made sure he stayed behind that one for sure.
Definitely.
So Mike is now on a 6-bagger. Up in the 9th. Mike still has a possible 264. David has a possible 227. So right now, David needs some help.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get it. Mike's looking pretty decent right now. Good shot. Oh. 10 pin. It's left. 201 in the 9th for Mike Eaton.
Possible 231. David's still on a 227 pace, or possible 227. Unfortunately, I think that's the first 10 pin Mike has missed on any of these televised finals. David got a little wide. Oh! And he got the...
Moves the 5 over, actually.
And then the rack picks it up and moves it an extra 2 feet away.
Yeah, the other way.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but the rack picked it up and moved it over to make it harder.
A bigger split. He almost had basically a baby split.
So this isn't USBC sanctioned, so he's allowed to do that in this event. So, but boys and girls, if you're a USBC sanctioned tournament, don't do what he just did.
Yeah, don't try that. 165 in the 9th.
I had a spare shot on 11. It was like, it didn't come off my hand. I almost hit myself in it, and then ever since then, I don't know how the spare ball's going to come off the hand.
As bowlers will say, that is a shot where you say you just don't care, you just throw it, and it still carries compared to how when you want to carry it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't say that was a payback.
And he comes back with a great shot in the 11th.
Yeah, he threw that one well.
Tell he's frustrated, but
Absolutely. It's still a good match.
So Mike Eaton Jr. is guaranteed to be in our commentary again for a 10th week in a row now, it seems like.
Nice shot.
But to his credit, he did lose 3 in a row to Bob the Chain, so he did have to qualify first. The next 3 weeks to come back into the finals, he did every time. Then he finally got the monkey off his back, and now he's got a second one. We won't say what David just said.
Why not?
He can listen to it later.
Nah, yeah.
We'll see how good Parker's cameras are in picking up ambient sound.
I'm sure they heard it. Or I could help you out a little if you want.
Yeah, Mike going a little more direct that time.
Took his hand out.
Might try something a little different there to see if it still wasn't playing. It was a good shot.
It's a great shot. And that's why you practice right there, Jeremy, is he's got a lot more game than what he's just showing. So, and now that it doesn't really matter, he's trying a couple different things where earlier he didn't necessarily couldn't try it once when he found something decent. So
again, congratulations to Mike Eaton for winning week number 9 Mastery Challenge with David Northouse. And thanks to Parker to cover for his commentary.
yeah,
He's doing a great job in these little videos. So everybody who's watching these videos, please subscribe to his new channel, Parker to Cover.
All right, final score there. Mike Eaton Jr. 229 to David Northouse 195. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, it was fun, Jeremy.
Yeah, you too, Rob. It was again. We'll see you guys next week, and then we'll see who gets to challenge Mike Jr. again.
All right.
Probably what, the 11th week in a row?
Hey, if he's the man, let him ride it, right?
Exactly.
All right, welcome back to the Monday Mystery Masters Challenge. I'm here with the King of the Hill winner. 3rd week in a row now, is this, or 2 weeks? 2 weeks in a row. Mike Eaton Jr. here. He qualified today with a 936, which was 2nd. And with David here, he got out here and kind of destroyed him a little bit. He had a little bit of area out there. What'd you think about out there today?
Well, I have a little trick where if the front's hook, I can get like super steep, and that's what I did today. And it worked, for the most part. Earlier in qualifying, I left the 10 pin and I went to shoot it, and the ball did not come off my hand, and I went out on the lane. And so then when I got to this match, I was very uncertain as to how and if the spare ball was going to come off my hand, hence my poor spare shooting.
Sure.
But, David bowled a great match. I thought that he had a really good look. I got really lucky when he 5-7'd in the 9th, because when I missed that 10 pin, he could have struck out and shut me out by 6. and which I expected him to do. He made the shot he needed to make in the 9th and 5-7. So, just got lucky, and then, so, I don't know, just fortunate.
Yeah, still good bowling anyways. We were noticing that you were able to get the ball down lane and into a spot down lane where no one pretty much was. And I think that was kind of the key, wouldn't you say, kind of bit?
Yeah, bowling against some of the, when I travel and bowl against some of the best bowlers in the world, they are phenomenal at that. They're phenomenal at making shapes happen that you stand back and you look at it and you're like, what the heck is going on? How are they doing it?
Sure.
So just, some things I picked up along the way. It felt all right tonight. It didn't feel the greatest at any one point in time. But I think I don't know, some people are real analytical when they bowl. I kind of feel the shape when I bowl. I don't do the math and this, that, and the other. I just kind of feel the shape, and I try to play the shape with my hand and just kind of push the ball to the spot with my hand, and that seemed to work out today. So,
well, it seemed like it was consistent. That the biggest thing is kind of keeping yourself out of trouble.
Right.
And and then whatever you do leave, if you do leave something, you're able to still pick that up, and it's not something that's real traumatic or anything.
Yeah, as far as skill bowling is concerned, it's what I like about it is once you kind of get a feel and see a shape you like and it works, because of there's no technology in the balls, the volume's really light, so once you kind of get in that spot in your mind, then it's just bowling.
Sure.
You're not running to your bag 17 times throughout the block, trying to guess on what's going on. You had one guy throwing urethane over here, another guy throwing reactive over there, and then you make a jump to a pair where they're throwing urethane. All of a sudden the pattern's super stretched out. And
sure.
You're like, oh my God, what do I do now? And I think that's kind of with competitive bowling today, if you're not out on tour, for example, to see that week in and week out, and maybe you work for a living and you can only go bowl a few stops a year, if you're not out there every week seeing that, you're at a huge disadvantage, where with the skill bowling, it's just bowling. You get lined up and you repeat the shots, and
right.
And in my opinion, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I could agree with that. This is why I actually like coming myself to bowl this also. It keeps you sharp. It makes sure to repeat your speed, repeat your mark. Just, skills, basically. You're just focusing on trying to make something better, and I love this. This is great. And like you said, you don't have to have a bunch of bowling balls. It's just bring what you got, make it work, and do your best. And this is just a ton of fun, and I can really appreciate this. So, and thank you about letting us, do this and putting this on. So, but anyways, let's kind of wrap this up, and I want to congratulate you and another win. Let's see if you can pull off another one next week, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey.
I appreciate it, Rob. Thanks for coming out every week.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Thank you to all the guys that come out every week and bowl. If you haven't been out here yet, 7 o'clock on Mondays, it's the Monday Mastery Skills Challenge. Urethane balls with a differential of 0.10 or less, plastic with a differential of 0.20 or less. If you don't have any of those, let me know. I can get you a PBA skill ball. The good thing about the skill balls is they're also, you can also use them in actual PBA events too if you go bowl regional or something like that. So it's a lot of fun, and if you haven't been out here on a Monday yet, come check us out.
All right, that wraps up week number 9 of Monday Mastery Skills Challenge over here at Spectrum Entertainment Center. My name's Rob Sloma on behalf of Parker DeCover. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
9 of the MMA Skills Master Challenge. To my right, to my left is
Rob Sloma. How you doing tonight?
well, let's f it up. Let's do it one more time.
No, that would have been great. Let it rip. All right, this has been another week 9, I should say, of the Monday's Mystery Challenge. Scrub that. That's bad. All right, that wraps up week number 9 of Monday's Mystery Challenge. I'm gonna botch this. All right, that wraps up week number 9 of Monday's Mystery. Mastery, not mystery. It's not a mystery.